Welcome to this week's Faith Moment. I've called it Zespri. Z-E-S-P-R-I. I've just been painting the garden furniture, so I just check carefully that the seat I'm sat on is good and dry. Nice metallic green this year. Green. That's the colour of kiwi fruit. The name for kiwi fruit is Zespri. They came from China and they were really made famous by being grown in New Zealand. I love the colour, I love the taste. But we've got we like our fruit first thing in the morning, so we have our hook for our bananas. We have a big bowl. I didn't like it at the time we got this bowl when we were married. A lady down the street bought it for us, and gosh, it's one that's lasted right through our marriage. It holds our pears, our apples, and then we've got another bowl for our oranges. The mango just sits on the windowsill. But when I got the last lot of kiwi fruit, they were in a little box, cardboard box, and I just left them on the windowsill. And then, of course, Anthea decided that we had a bowl that we were given by our granddaughter the other Christmas, and it would be ideal to put these kiwi fruit in. So now we have another bowl on the kitchen windowsill, specially for kiwi fruit. Bowls. What does the Bible say about bowls? It's quite interesting. As I keep saying, through Lent I'm looking at the tent of meeting place, the tabernacle, the Ark of the Covenant, and it was surrounded by a variety of bowls. Here we are. I'll read a little. First of all, I'll just go back to when the nation of Israel were leaving Egypt that night of the Passover. Take a bunch of hyssop, dip it in the blood that is in the basin, and touch the lintel of the two doorposts with the blood in the basin. None of you shall go outside the door of your house until morning. So the blood that was taken from the lamb, the Passover lamb, was put on the doorposts as protection. What a thought of what Jesus' blood has done for us. Now this comes from a bit later in Exodus. You shall make its plates and dishes for incense, and its flagons and bowls with which to pour drink offerings. You shall make them of pure gold. So all the bowls had to be from pure gold. We don't know the size of them. They were for drink offerings, and there's dishes for incense. But then we go a little further into Exodus and we see, you shall make a bronze basin with a bronze stand for washing. You shall put it between the tent of meeting and the altar, and you shall put water in it. So this was called the brazen laver, and the priests had to wash themselves. Not wash them so that they're clean or anything, but it was just to say that they were ritually clean by being washed. Otherwise, they could be killed if they touched anything in the tent of meeting. He made the basin of bronze with its stand of bronze. So this is the brazen laver. From the mirrors of the women who served at the entrance to the tent of meeting. So women didn't have mirrors as we see them at the time, as we see them now. Their mirrors were made from shining bronze, and they donated their shining bronze to be melted down and used to make this brazen laver. Then we go into Revelation. It's interesting then how it develops. And when he had taken the scroll, the 4 living creatures and the 24 elders fell before the Lamb, each holding a harp and golden bowls full of incense, which are the prayers of the saints. So the original offerings in the wilderness were offerings for sin, for incense, for worship. But now, specifically in Revelation, the golden bowls held all the prayer of the saints. All our prayers over the years have gone into there. And finally, last thought. Then he poured water into a basin and began to wash the disciples' feet, to wipe them with the towel that was tied around him. That was Jesus, wasn't it? Just before the Last Supper. And Peter says, well, don't just wash my feet, wash all of me. But Jesus said, you are clean. You have been washed with the word. Bowls, like so many other things, will never be quite the same for me when I look and prepare the fruit first thing in the morning. God bless.